Come and talk to me, I really wanna know your thoughts. Come bust it up with your girl. Just be you, just Jocelyn, keeping it real.
Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. I'm your host, Jocelyn, and today we're talking all about the art of the grind. Today is Talk to Me Tuesday, Season 7, Episode 13. So we're winding down the end of the season. Whew, I need a break, but we got yet another good panel discussion coming up. So I got my two fellas here with me. We got Ambition the Poet, we got BigO the Poet. I know a lot of them introduce themselves because, you know, they got a lot going on. So just tell the people real quick who you are, where you from, what you got going on, how you out here grinding.
BigO the Poet, Jersey, South Jersey.
Okay, South Jersey.
Yeah, South Jersey. What I got going on? Next Friday, NYC vs. Philly Poetry Slam in New York.
Okay.
Representing Philly by way of Jersey, but
we can appreciate that because if it's Philly versus New York, you guys side with us.
Exactly.
Because it's a South Jersey thing, not a North Jersey. If it was North Jersey, it may be a little bit different.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Because then you'd be on the New York side.
I don't know. I probably still would.
I can think that. Okay.
It's a long drive, but. Nah, yeah. Next week, Philly versus New York.
So you a poet, you out here with the wordplay, giving it to him. Okay, we're going to hear more about that a little bit. Sir, am I right?
I ain't really nobody, I'm just a little poet. I ain't nobody. No,
the modesty, I can't fake it.
My name is Ambition the Poet. Where am I from? A lot of people used to call me a hybrid, so I'm a foster child first. I come from a small part of North Philly called Nicetown, but I was raised in South Jersey, something called Sicklerville, New Jersey. And so that's kind of my backstory, where I'm from. I got too much to name what I got going on, but I just want to say that, you know, as a poet, I speak on behalf of the foster children, and my mission statement is to really bring that to awareness and also give people motivation, inspiration, and what they need for day-to-day struggles.
Period. See, listen, I don't play no games. I always try to keep the realest of the real at the table with me. So we're going to get right into it. So as y'all know, today's topic, we're talking all about the art of the grind. And y'all both out here grinding, doing what y'all got to do, you know. Poetry, man. It's so ironic that I got two poets here. Because, you know, I have a little bit of words myself. But, you know,
we find out.
I ain't going to be modest like you. She's like, I ain't going to. You ain't even know. BigO, I think you heard me spit something. Real close something. But I don't have a lot. And hopefully, maybe we'll have time a little later. You can drop some bars on us.
No more. It's done.
Ooh,
We already got something on deck.
It's done. It's done. I like it. I feel like, you know, like a mobster, like a mob boss woman. Like, it's done. It's done. You don't got to worry about it. Everything's finito. But, so how, I don't even want to say how hard it is because Ambition, you came in real modest. Like, you know, I ain't nobody. I'm just a little poet. But realistically speaking, I know that sometimes in society is that looked upon like less than a grind versus like a rapper or a singer or a different type of artist. Because we all artists, you know, but sometimes I know that things get categorized and it's just like, so do y'all experience that or you could go first?
I will say this, like, because I got love for all the arts, but poetry by far is the hardest. Like, to me, nobody respects it for the most part on the overall. People respect it, but it's just not considered as one of the top arts. And that's not in any of the cities. I think Baltimore, they got a lot of love for their poets, like kind of high.
Okay.
But comparatively to the rest of the inner cities, poetry is kind of like the lowest. It's paid the lowest. If you're a poet, like you struggling monetarily, a show would rather pay a rapper, $250, $300, or whatever that money is. The poet, they try to give you a quick 50 pack or something.
Oh wow!
So you gotta fight for your money, and you gotta work twice as hard.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people are looking at me like, how is this possible? And it's because I just basically got around those artists and entrepreneurs more so. When I got with the entrepreneurs, they said we're not gonna move like a regular poet. You have to move.
It's
like
business. It's business.
Right.
BigO, talk to us.
Shoot, like. Yeah, he right. Like,
Hit it right
always,
on.
yeah, right on the nose. Like, as far as like rappers, you know, you going to a beat. So even if your bars is trash, At least
got
your
him in
beat
there.
might, yeah, it should be might get to keep him, yeah, keep a little two-step going. But yeah, as far as poetry, like, first of all, we got the most freedom because it is many times a cappella, and you know it's the hardest because we got to get you to listen without no beat. So
Got to grab the attention.
exactly. So what you saying got to be real important.
I heard both of y'all speaking. Y'all do have that. Like I said, hopefully we have some time to get to it and y'all hear a couple bars. But I have experienced both of you guys performing. Y'all both have that attention grabbing, you know,
You have no
quality.
choice.
Because and that's what I was gonna say. Like it's really
your voice is
not an
challenged,
option.
it's over for you. Like there's no, especially in Philly, like you ain't
Yo,
got
y'all doing Philly dirty so out. Nobody.
you going like listen, like it's the hardest. It's the hardest. Like yesterday I was down. We did I performed at the 5,000 feet in gathering.
Okay.
38 from market, and it was all these people, and it was like 100. I don't know how many people. There's so many people there, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to do a poem with all these people? Because it's just my voice. You know what I mean? And so you just got to come up through with that boldness. And it's just the worst thing about. I think the best thing about poetry is the vulnerability.
Yeah.
It's just your voice, and it's your voice versus all these people. And I was able to hold it down, but that's because your voice, what you saying. And then, like you're saying, the confidence in the way you approach the crowd.
That's the thing, the confidence, especially, and like I said, the irony of us, just being poets here is just like, but that confidence is really all you got.
Yeah.
Because, like, your voice, and if you don't project that confidence in your voice, if you don't get up there, like, listen, y'all motherfuckers gotta listen to me. Because that's really how you gotta look at it. Because other than that, like, not even out of disrespect, people might not even be trying to tear you apart, but it's just like, yo, I don't fucking hear you. It's 100,000 people out here. How am I gonna? So what gives you your confidence? Who's your person, or do you got something in your mind? Just like boom, if I go on stage, just like do it for Lil Saint. You know what I mean? What's
Shoot, the confidence build up for me is just like, yo, you don't know what I'm about to say, but you listen. So if I don't grab your attention, it's my fault.
Okay.
Right? So if I do, it's my fault again. But that's, in a more positive way. But if I don't grab your attention, that's my fault. What are you saying? That don't, like, you keep people on their phones and not paying attention to you? Like, you gotta make this shit, like, potent every time.
Is that a thing? So, because I know the phones, like, we're in technology. We're in the age of technology. People are always on their phones. People's tweeting, people's texting, people's Instagram mode or whatever. As a poet, like being up on the stage or, in the middle of a performance, whether it's a large crowd or a smaller crowd or intimate gathering or whatever, is that like an issue? Like, do you have, like, people's on their phones, do you, like, take it personal?
No, I don't. Personally, I don't.
I do, man. I be like, what the fuck, man? Unless your phone up looking the fuck at me, recording me, I gotta
I'll
ask.
tell you why. Like, see, the thing is, what I did different from other artists is that I really believe I gotta earn the listen. So when I go
You ain't cocky. I must be too fucking cocky. I'm like, hello, just y'all I'm here.
That's my confidence, you know what I mean? And that goes to the confidence part. Like, I go into a venue, already know, like, oh, look, these niggas ain't really trying to listen to poetry, and these people looking at me a little weird, you know what I mean? But when I get up there, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna earn your listen. I guarantee you, by the time I get done, if I could win 70% of this room, then I did my job. Because you're not gonna get everybody in the room. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, to his point with the
maybe you can get like a little twerker on the side, like
exactly, more sex.
Twerking sells. We all know twerk. We all
content.
A little hot girl with so
little hot girl. Listen, I need a little. Listen, put me on the track.
You get stuck sometimes with poetry, like I had poets do like all this sexy poetry, and they're doing the black issue poetry, and I'm like, damn, I want to do something like that, but I'm doing a foster care poem.
Okay.
So now I don't got nothing sexy to sell, and I'm not hitting you with the black issue.
So do you stick with like because so you mentioned like you do all your poems are based around like your upbringing, foster care, bringing awareness,
motivation,
but do you not like switch it up? Like
I do. It depends though.
Okay.
So, because if it's too saturated for me, then I'm going to do foster care or I'm going to do inspiration because the
so
venue
you based on like who else is here? Okay,
if it's
so
poets and 5 of them already did love and the other 4 did, you know what I mean, or 6 did.
Yo, the science behind this shit is crazy. Like you literally gotta like go in there determining what you want to do based on the other person.
That's people who really take their craft seriously.
Word.
Cause some people just go in there, they just gonna do a love poem regardless.
Even for which y'all can't do
seven niggas did it before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that because I don't want. I'm not gonna remember my John, especially the sexy John that look all good. She be love poem. It's over for me. So I'm like, I gotta go in the other direction.
Let's pull the heartstrings because this bitch already, Kane looking like the clown talking about the dripping on me.
You gotta come with 3 in the pods. You feel me?
Okay.
You have to come with 3 in the pods. Like, first of all, you should be performing 2 out the rep.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? You gotta have your other 2 just ready to be able to flip. Like, I'll switch this one with this one. However the crowd is, however the other people performers are. Yeah, you gotta switch it. Yeah. Call almost many a time.
Yeah, like, get into a
and the vibe ain't what you thought it was.
You thought?
Yeah. I came in, I'm like, I'm gonna do a hard poem. I'm gonna do something quick. I get in there, then it's older crowd, or it's more relaxed, jazzy type crowd. I'm like, oh. So now I can't use my inflection. I gotta soften it up depending on the crowd. Sometimes it might be a church joint. Like you can't say blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, different poem today.
Damn. So you don't, because that's what, my whole thought process would be like, all right, listen, I know I'm coming from this, that. So y'all, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, you have to really the 3 in the possible. I never knew that. It's like, cause I be like, what's with you?
I do them on topics. Like I got like one for each different topic just in case.
Okay. So it's like this is the category.
If the room is too sexy, I got one sexy joint. That's all I got for it. But I got one.
Right.
But that's all I got because that's really not my lane. But I got one in the tuck just in case. Like you'll be doing a little. You know what I mean?
So when you say that's not your lane, so how does that then affect like your craft? So now is the crowd not receiving the real ambition versus not the fake you, but it's like that's not really what I do. Now I'm giving out some shit, so you're really not feeling me still.
Right, so it depends. Like it depends on the crowd and what you trying to do that night.
Okay.
So if
like you're trying to take somebody home, or
like if you feeling,
I'm just listen. The poems get bitches like poems. That shit gets. Listen.
I ain't gonna speak on the.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I know poets is getting pussy just like rappers and the rest of them.
I'm not gonna speak on. All I can say is poems get girls.
He's so politically correct.
But
Big up. Now I'm gonna see if BigO will speak on it. BigO.
What's up?
What's up? I know.
What's the topic?
It's what the art and grind.
I want to know if the poets get pussy. Did y'all get a poet pussy?
I'm gonna keep it 100. Listen, I've never got that thing off of a poem. However,
y'all need a manager.
Watch this.
Y'all need a new manager.
Comma.
Okay, comma.
I said it ain't possible.
Hold on, I ain't gonna agree with him. I ain't gonna lie.
I need somebody with some real fucking talk. They must not know where they at.
No,
give me the real. I know y'all out here fucking.
I'm telling you right now, on some real, listen.
Like no cheat, I'm so faithful.
Okay. Like no cheat, so faithful. Did you meet your bitch at a poetry event? Period.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I can't agree with him. I definitely have met some women offer doing poems. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that poem was good. One thing, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say that the poem did it. But my poetry as a body of work, she was into the work.
She was into the word. It's all about the word. All about the word.
Poetry gets girls though.
Listen, I'm not even a poet, and my poetry gets bitches. You heard what I said? They like,
you know what it is, dog. You know what it is in this wild ass world of like social media and all this other weird shit. It's like being vulnerable, but being genuinely vulnerable. I ain't good.
That'll get them.
No, poetry gets any art form does. If you do it right,
exactly,
it's gonna have people attracted to you. Like, you know what I mean?
It makes them gravitate. It's just like,
So,
they got away from it. I wasn't gonna let them go without giving me the real deal, because I knew that was some bullshit. Y'all see how they both retracted all that? I knew it had to be.
No, you get girls on poetry.
Yeah, talking about I'm not gonna see.
Of
course, that's not your intent. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to change the world.
Exactly.
Get out my way.
Man, I want to change the world and get some pussy. The fuck, that's gonna make my day better. It don't help it go slow for y'all. Y'all listen. That's why I'm not a poet. I'm just gonna keep my poems in the text message. So y'all are alright. So y'all saying y'all don't get no viral the poem. So now y'all have these solidified girlfriends that y'all got before y'all was poets or people or whatever. So then do you do your poems for your girl or something? Like, do you write your poems for your girl?
I'm single, so
Crazy. Listen.
I'll tell you this.
Hold on, BigO said, listen. He about to.
Listen. It's crazy world for like a social media and all that weird shit.
He keeps saying social media is weird.
Because, like, they know who they are. So, like, it's like, I mean,
I feel like you wouldn't be able to spit the shit that you spit on stage to me.
I
You gotta make up a poem for me.
So, like, I wrote poems for girls that directly and shared it with them and was like, listen, I'm gonna spit this on stage for you. But sometimes they get turned down. Like, they like, yo, I don't want my business up. Like, everybody know you with me. I don't want my business out there. Like,
but in my book, I got something called the Shush series.
The who?
The Shush series.
Oh, shush.
You know what I mean? And that's a compilation of all my, sexual experiences in it. And them Jones is definitely about people that, I met. Some of it's fiction, some whatever. I always tell one part in the book, I say, you decide whether this part is true or if it's fake. You know what I mean? But I definitely have, wrote experiences in there that happened and wrote that to the girl. Let her know, like, this is what I'm.
So do she get jealous of BigO saying is she don't want it up there? She don't want y'all.
Well, I'm not gonna have somebody at a venue and then do a poem like that's too risky. So I don't do all that. I just go there.
I'm not
Fuck
that. They go get this work because if the crowd is what I need it to be, they need to hear me and I'll do it later.
If the girl, if it's a crowd, this girl's talking like, yeah, talk that shit, all that spicy shit y'all be saying. I'm about to do this shit. What I'm talking about, like,
yeah,
I can hit her. Them claps over your nagging is, you know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
It all balance.
Went straight to the nagging.
Don't
be a nag.
It's how you react. Like, if you react crazy, you just made yourself look dumb. If you just post up and cool, then like, I don't know what's about you.
Right.
Keep your cool.
He said they don't say the name.
Just keep your cool. If they see you on the hip, then I don't know if that was about you earlier.
I'm gonna try to get away from the girls with y'all because I feel like I be want to ask more questions than y'all being
Ask them.
surface and
Ask the questions.
correct. Because I know these bitches be in here mad, and then I'm like, all right, so let me flip it a little bit.
Okay.
So y'all saying poets be kind of getting pussy, whatever. How is it with, like you said, versus other art forms? Just not even just girls in like relationships and sexually or whatever, but how is that reception? Like, as far as what you see in social media, like a lot of y'all are both pretty popular poets, in my opinion. I wouldn't put y'all on the damn show. Y'all wasn't fair. I would appreciate y'all, and I'm like, want to give everyone a chance, but I know these niggas.
Understood.
So it's just like, how is that reception? Like that whole, because like you said, ambition. You mentioned like with poetry being considered like one of the lower art forms, so that celebrity status doesn't really, it's harder to attain.
Correct.
So how is that reception like when you're out and about getting bookings or not getting bookings and things like that? Like how are y'all getting out there versus, because I've seen you guys at multiple places, but how does that work versus like we know how it works for artists and rappers, like they try and get on the radio or do this, but what is y'all way of like getting out there?
Honestly, like ever since that show you first met me, it been like I go do a show, somebody hit me up.
So he's saying just Josh put him on. He made his big breaker to speak your mind. If you didn't know about it, stuff I used to do, I might bring it back in the springtime, but holla at me.
It's like, it just goes show by show. Like
Okay.
I even try to slow down a bit just because like I got, other life things going on, but I can't. Like, it'd be like, yo, I want you to come here. Especially if it's a new place, I gotta go blaze it. Like, I got to. Like, what y'all mean? You don't know me? Oh, it's over.
Period.
Like,
And that
exactly.
Mine is different. Mine is like, so from an entrepreneur perspective, I learned how to do like networking and relationships. So first thing was open mics. That's what I was doing. I was smashing open mics, but like the way open mics work, you can just keep doing it and not get anywhere. So then I started partnering with different people. So they start having the events, and I'm like, yo, I need like 4 minutes for that event.
Yeah.
Boom, that's a conference for all women. So then I'm doing a poem called Tell 'em. So I'm doing that poem and the women's, oh, I like that joke, come to my women's event. So now I'm in a women's conference. But then I'm still a foster kid. So now I'm doing foster kid parents and I'm writing and I'm doing poems at group homes.
Okay.
I'm doing poems with people. So my poetry doesn't have like a boundary. I don't just stick to artists, venues. I do poetry wherever. You know what I mean? Homeless, shelter, group home, you know what I mean, conference.
Whoever's cutting the check, basically.
Showcases, definitely. I love hip hop showcases too. They're the hardest. So yeah, I remember you telling me like, how does it feel? Depending on how good you are, the other arts respect you.
Right.
They only respect a certain type of poet depending on how you
articulate, how you get it out there. Yeah.
How aggressive you are. Like. My name is Ambition the Poet. Thank you so much for Judge Jocelyn for having me here. For Talk to Me Tuesdays. You can catch it at 9 p.m. every Tuesday.
So who's your favorite poet? Like who's out there that you clearly yourself, outside of yourself, like what type of poems do y'all listen to? Do y'all like poetry? Like what do y'all really?
Oh, I definitely like poetry. Like I like poetry where like I know this shit genuinely from the back porch of your crib. Like you wrote this shit on that motherfucking rocking chair in the back porch of your crib.
So the stories behind it.
Yeah, like and you just saying it. Like one thing I hate though, I hate it. It's that certain cadence people do just because that's like popular in spoken word.
Okay, elaborate.
It's like
Don't even do it.
No,
but you know what I'm talking about.
This is a safe space.
No, it's not safe. Do not do
It's
that.
safe. I got your back. Fuck that.
No, don't do it.
Like,
Can I see about the event?
I feel like that must be tough for somebody.
maybe that spoken word cadence, like that. Just Jocelyn with that.
Oh, like baby, you see me, baby.
I can't stand it. Like, bring me to where you at. Like, I mean, bring me to where you at. Don't try to reach us where you think we want to hit you. Bring me where you at. And that really pissed me off. Like, black table tie. Squares with the B.
I ain't got nothing.
Nah, bro, because if you do that, bro, get your own style. Like, that thing, that's how
But some people, that is their style. That is
But how many times?
So they need to switch the style up. It's just about.
Bro, I just feel like I want you to bring me to where you at. I don't want you, like, I know this shit here already. Like, don't meet me here. Like, bring me to you.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
No, I agree. There's a cadence, there's a style. This is why we always get, that's why you gotta be careful who you keep doing songs with and poetry with, because you start sounding the same.
Okay.
For me, I don't want to be sounding like that. When I come, I want to be like, yo, boy, ain't from rap. Like, yeah, because I'm not.
Right.
My work is when I'm in the lab, I'm by myself. I'm not doing a bunch of collaboration because I know the sound and cadence can get caught up. But I will say, the poetry I like to listen to is the heartfelt. You know what I mean? I don't like depressing poetry though.
Okay.
So the art has a struggle with the depression, the suicide. Now that's cool because that's their life.
Right.
I just like an uplifting poem, something that's going to make me think, but not, make me cry, make me sad. Like, you know what I mean? As poets, like, we don't got to be sad all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's put a little bit of light into in your day because the audience don't want to keep coming to places where it's
You're
dark.
bringing them down, right? Or it's like, what is your purpose? Is your purpose to uplift them or not?
Right.
We got a question.
Someone wants to know what is any advice for the upcoming poet, like as far as from the grind part, from getting started. Any advice you guys have for that?
I just think advice. Don't let a venue or a group of people dictate what you want to write about. This is a real struggle for poets because what happens is you get on these scenes and there's going to be popular topics. I'm not going to name them because that's going to be, but there's going to be popular topics at the time because either something happened in society or the people that run that venue have a particular style. Your job is not to do that. Your job is to make sure whatever your purpose is and your mission is is that you stick to that. Oftentimes we get around other people and then we want to do what they're doing, but you can't do that. You are yourself, you have your own life, your own experiences.
Right.
And so if people don't hear your experiences, then it's going to get whitewashed. You know what I mean? You'll get caught up with the rest of the people are doing. And so that's why
Hey, your own voice.
They have their own voice. When I came on the scene, there was nobody. When I came on the scene, there was nobody doing foster care poetry. There was no such thing as that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I didn't care because I knew that it was my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to embrace that. Yo, ain't nobody doing that, bro. Nobody want to hear that. That's cool.
Right.
I have a divine purpose, and I have to say what I have to say for the people that's listening to me.
Right.
You feel me? And not for anybody else. That would be the advice.
Exactly. Just like I said before, like you gotta bring us to you. Like if you meeting us where you think we want to hear you at, that's what's gonna mess you up. Cause now you worrying about what we think about you. You know what I mean? Or if it's good enough for this topic. But if you talking about something you know wholeheartedly, you've been through 24/7, you walked in them shoes, like you gonna have all the confidence in the world. Cause can't nobody tell you different about what you spitting. And that's what shows on stage too. Like you're not gonna tell me about my experiences. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm gonna just make you
have to
feel
lose
it.
confidence on that.
And that's what I mean.
So y'all are both poet.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got two questions though. All right, so the first question is, you said that you feel like poetry is like one of the hardest arts, right? And I agree and I kind of disagree because I feel like comedians got to get the same rank. Y'all both perform a cappella.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all both on stage by yourself. And it's a lot of comedians out there who are funny, but they don't get the rep. They, you know what I mean? They don't get the just due. So, do you feel like poetry and comedians are kind of like on the same? Because I feel like y'all on the same thing. It's just that one person is telling jokes and then the other person is telling a life story or motivation or inspiration. So do you feel like y'all on the same?
And even poets sometimes that should be funny too.
The only reason why I would say it's a little bit different is because people are willing to laugh before they're willing to think. Right? So
true.
You feel me?
True.
Yo, at on the street right now, I'm like, yo, you want to hear a comedian, you want to hear a poet?
No, you're
comedian. Because then, I mean, a poet, what's this nigga going to say? Right?
And
if he can make me laugh.
I'm glad you said it, but my second question was for you because you said if you lost people in the audience, right? If you feel like you lost them, you feel like you ain't do your job. Right. But it would be 10 motherfuckers in the audience that don't know the words that you're saying. Right. You know what I mean? They might not be as educated as
some of the actual
you might drop a big word in a sentence and they be like, what the fuck did he just say? But you might lose that person. Right. But you only lost him because he don't know what you're saying. So I don't feel like if you speak like that and it's like 5 to 10 motherfuckers in that audience that don't know the words you're saying, I don't feel like you lost them. I feel like they need to educate themselves, then come to a poetry joint.
Right. I feel you. And that's why I try to write like I'm talking directly to you, just in the crib chilling. Like I want you to hear every single word, feel every single emotion I do, because however it translates to you, that's how you're gonna receive it. So like I need you to understand me from point A to point Z. You know what I mean? So like I'm gonna write it like I'm talking to you. And it's just like, you know what I mean, whatever I emphasize. But on that comedy tip, I ain't gonna hold you like poets, you feel me? We might be on stage for 20 at most.
Right.
20. Like I feel like
so that kind of make you, so we're definitely getting into how like poetry is like y'all love it and you're doing it from the ground, but the shit is hard as far as like elevation wise. So not even doesn't make you want to give up, but like switch shit up, do something different. It's like, cause I'll be seeing both of y'all like y'all are like working actively. Like it's like you said, I want to slow up, but it's like the demand is there. But what do that look like when you at home? Like, man, fuck this. Like I could be doing this, especially with you mentioning the saturation aspect and just like everything being like word down or whatever like that. It's just like sometimes that shit hard to not succumb to it. Like, man, I'm about to just throw a beat on this shit. I'm about to hop on somebody's commercial. I'm about to read somebody's book, or you know what I mean? Like take your shirt off, start getting in the gym. You know what I mean? Give them a little something. So how like tell me where you've been at. I know y'all both had that been there. So what's your man? Fuck this poetry. I'm about to do this. What's your this? If you like, man, this poetry shit ain't.
I mean, it's happening right now, but I'm still full pedal to the metal on poetry. Like it's happening, like currently. Like I'm trying to attain a job. You feel me? I'm gonna hear from that thing in like 2 weeks. I just need to secure that, and then I'm right back at it. What you mean? I get off at like 4 or 5.
Period.
I'm right back out here.
I think, wow, the darkness. I can't even speak to that like that. The darkness of, you know, I got a couple friends, right? My one friend is like a business bougie boy. That's my best friend. I ain't gonna say his name, but that's my best friend.
We know who his best friend is.
Go
to his face. Go to his friend.
I got a best friend in the city that everybody knows. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say her name. She's a little doctor. But anyway.
Shout out to
Summer. But these people are not playing games when it comes to numbers, right? I could smash a whole. I'm like, yo, I killed like 300 people. They be like, how many books you sell? How much did they pay at that? Did you get paid for that? I'm like, see what happened was, and so you have business and then you have purpose. And the darkness comes because there's no money. There's no money. But the purpose is
that's
everything.
What keeps going.
Purpose is everything. I had to tell another poet the other day, we was talking a while back, and she was like, you know, I feel like I don't want to do it, the things ain't working. I said, yo, but what are we doing this for?
Right.
We doing it for because we love this art, or we doing this for money? Because you doing
and
it
sometimes just speak your truth, because it be for the bread.
If it's for the bread, then you better do something else, because poetry and the way this works, it's a long road. And I think too many people want to chase this dollar first.
Do I know
before they put that work in?
Famous rich poet, like who's a like what does that even look like?
A rich poet.
Last person I seen that was really
like a celebrity rich person that's a poet.
The only person I probably would say probably is Maya Angelou. The last person.
I was about to say
at that level.
Most definitely, like I don't know.
Most definitely, but he a rapper too. That's what I'm about to say. Like how do you
came up in the
tie it in?
It ain't nothing to put something to a beat.
That's what I'm saying.
It's nothing to put something to a beat. Like,
so why y'all just push y'all shit to the beat?
Because I got too much pride. I'll flame
that's true.
I swear I'll flame it.
Well, what you mean on their own track? Can't you just make a track?
I would.
Like you just need
if I get to that point, I definitely will. But I'm like,
he said, nah, he's not.
I got too much pride. Like I got some attention like this. I don't need a beat. I feel like if I go to the rapping ladies, like now I'm trying to fish for something. Like I started out just wanting to be heard. Like if I touch you in any type of way with my poetry, I mean I feel satisfied. You know what I mean? So like if I put it to a beat.
You feel like yourself. So y'all made that's like the sellout lane. Like,
not sellout. It's just I got too much pride.
Yeah, like to me, I don't mind that people do it. I just don't do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm a rap. I came from rap. So you put a beat on, it's gonna make me want to spit the bars again.
But I feel like it's the same thing. But either way, like I do feel like it's the same concept. So when you say, that's why I wanted to get in. When you say you got too much pride, it's just like, are you trying to now just solidify that you're standing in this place just to be on your, stand on your pride? It's just like, nah, fuck that. I got pride, and because at the end of the day, poetry is just the words. Rapping is just the words. If you, like you said, if you take the beat away and the mumbling, especially if you got some real shit to say, it's still real hip hop out there. Shout out to all the real hip hop. Right. But you know what I mean? It's just like if you got something to say, then and putting it on the beat is gonna make you bread. Then what's the beat?
I think you. Let me say this. Let me say this. So I think I know what you're saying, because this is a good conversation. I want to say this though. There's a difference when you put that beat on. That's help. It's considered help, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. When you doing poetry, there is no help. There is no beat. There is no percussion. There is no I got you. No, you're on your own, and it's just your voice. The spoken word is really coming from the old days of when they used to do that oral tradition of, passing down stories through the way they speak it.
Right.
Right? And so your beat and your intonation is the beat of your voice. It's all in the voice. Now when you put a beat on and you doing, that's old school. You talking about the days of like when they did the jazz with the poetry and all that. But the vulnerability of the voice puts the poet at his weakest moment, right? To capture your ear with no help. Now, I understand when he said the pride thing is because, like you said, most people put do that. That's what
I said. It sounds like, to me, it sounds like the whole thing is just a pride thing. It's just like, now I know I can do this, but then it's just like, I'm going with the business aspect. Like, well, we already know you can do it, so like.
Business-wise, it would be better, for
more conducive.
Because people are used to hearing the words with the music.
And like I had many people that said I do music, less link, less collide. I'm like, okay. Like I'm not turning away no
right,
music.
but you're not taking what you're doing.
But they're not serious. Like I don't have so many people say I do music, less link, less work.
Well,
right, just hit me. Nobody has yet to say, bro, I'm at the studio right now.
Right.
Come on. Like
so let me change gears a little bit because we're not going to ignore the fact that we got two black men right here, right? You know, in today's climate, in today's society, not even taking the side that you guys are poets. Like y'all have that ability. Like I said, I've heard both of you guys perform, so y'all have that ability to articulate some of those struggles. But tell the viewers, like what, or tell me, because I'm not a black man today in America. Like how is that we just gonna talk about that climate that we in right now?
It's terrible. Like, we really targets, and it's a known thing, right? Like, now it's out and it's overt. Like, it used to be covert, but now it's overt, and it's crazy because it's like, it'll happen and be brushed under the rug. Like,
so what's it?
We get desensitized to it. As far as black men getting murdered, black men getting prosecuted, black men getting accused. And I ain't gonna just hold it to black men, like black women too get the same thing, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because like the fact you show it on television day after day after day after day, that's desensitizing. Like it's desensitizing. So any youth growing up right now is like,
I think it's normal.
I'm walking, they might kill my ass. Like so now what's my day-to-day decisions? Even though I know moms and pops telling me X, Y, Z, bro just got lit down the block. Like you know what I mean? What I'm supposed to do. So it's crazy how like now the generation that gotta actually grow up in it, as far as it being overt right in front of your face, everyday TV, social media, it's like, I mean, kids is the future, but it's gonna change the way people think.
I think being black is really I get nervous because like I think it's, to me, people are nervous more about the cops per se.
Okay.
For me, I'm still more nervous. I never really been worried about a cop blowing me away. It's really just a random ball. Yeah, I caught the train up here, like I caught the Broad Street line, you know what I mean? And I'm on public transit. I can see the demons on that train. I feel the energy. I feel the energy in the eyes. Like if I'm walking down Germantown, I can see them. You know what I mean? So to me, the threat of the common man getting me or robbing me or killing me is real to me. A cop to me, maybe, you know, I can see it, but the pain in kids' eyes and men's eyes, when I see it, I can feel it and I know it's real. And the level of people not caring about their life or not having nothing to live for is the scariest thing, is the threat to me in society. Is when people give up on the way they feel about tomorrow. That's what I'm nervous about. If I tell a youth how you feel about tomorrow, you say, I don't even know if I'm going to live tomorrow, but I'm going to do this today. That's dangerous, man. Yeah. And so we need to really instill hope again into these young men's eyes of where they're going to go tomorrow.
Right.
If they stop believing in that, you got a whole bunch of people ready to, kill at will. Right? Yeah. And that's it.
And then it's just like you got those who do give a fuck about tomorrow, and they got bright and promising futures, and whether it's this side or that side, just that violence aspect. Is definitely a thing, and that's why I just wanted to. I couldn't ignore the fact that that I'm surrounded by these black men right now, just to ask and just to get into your mindsets, because like I know that has to be some type of struggle. Like as a woman, I feel it, but on another aspect, it's just like an empathy or sympathy. It's like, oh my goodness, like I have sons, but it's way different.
Even if as an artist too, to bring it back to artists, like I've been in hip hop showcases too, and I could just listen to their music. And I just listen because I'm about to go on next. And I could just hear that pain in their music. Like, oh, they ready, like they for real about that. You know what I mean?
Like about that life, like
yeah, like you can just tell some artists you're like, no, you know what I mean? But
he's not with the shit. He's just up there.
But there's some music like I do in the showcase, and I come on the showcase like, yo, it's just I feel a lot of pain in here, like a lot of anger. Like I thought I was gonna hear a balance tonight. You know,
so then how does that affect? So how does that affect, like we talked about earlier, like you coming in, like, all right, I'm gonna gauge the vibe or whatever the case. Now it's like all these niggas talking about bang bang, shoot them up, whatever. It's just like, damn, how you?
I still go in there and I still talk my like I was at Silk City and it was like these people they was doing the thug music. I came right on the stage like, yo, listen, I heard a lot of negativity there. I ain't hear nothing positive. But you know what? I still believe in y'all, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we still gotta be something great, regardless of our, you know what I mean, our environments, our parents, and our situation.
Right.
We still have a responsibility to get money and to be successful, regardless of what's going on. But, you know, do what you must. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. Boom, and then I'll just...
This BigO the Poet here, that's BIG, the letter O, THEPOET on all social media platforms. And I'm here with my girl, just Jocelyn. Talk to me Tuesdays, not Monday, not Wednesday, not Thursday, not Friday, but Tuesdays. Tap in, 9 p.m.
We got a question.
In reference to your individual grind, what's the proudest or most accomplished moment this year? Ever? I think we went over you guys' answer.
Yeah.
Most proudest moment this year?
You think it's still? I'll go first. My proudest moment, damn. Cause no, that's it. Cause I got so many like different like areas. Just I think that the connections that I made this year have been like monumental. So like even what you mentioned and just like the aspect of like I've always been a networker. I've always known people. I've always dealt with a lot of people and you know really like kept people around me. Or I can always meet people. I'm a people person, but like those valuable connections, like I'm able to see and visualize whether it's something, you know, tangible or something that's already in process or that I see is coming. It's just like those connections, like having valuable people around me really matters. It's like, not only like does this person support me, they got my back, not just relationships, not just friends, like across the board, it's just like, and it's so crazy because I saw something, you hate social media, but a little meme going around, it was like, you know, get people on your team that play whatever position or something like that. And that means a lot to me because it's a lot, you can have a million people around you and it's just like, everybody bro, everybody your friend, everybody love you, you so decent, you so dope, they saying all this bullshit, but when it comes time to put down or you need something or you need some help or you need somebody to move something or get a ride, it's just like, well damn, where the fuck, like I got 650 numbers in my phone and accumulated I can't get $650 out y'all motherfuckers. And it's not just about money, but just like, damn, if I'm really in a, you know, I've been in a bad place, and if I can't hit you up like, yo, I need you right now, like I need you to come here, I need you to talk to me, I need you to not be a money nigga, I need you to, you know what I mean, not try to blow me off, not want to go get drinks, not want to go smoke, not trying to fuck me, you just trying to be there and do what I need you to do at that time. So that's been my proudest, just making those valuable connections.
As far as poetry go, like I feel like, well, I know like the little things matter to me the most, right?
I mean, you met me, you came on the show.
I mean, but we've been like, that wasn't last year. That was, we've been running for a minute.
Yeah, a little time. We got a little bit of time. We do celebration. We do. I think we shiny.
But like, as far as like poetry go and just breaking it down to the words is my proudest moment. Like, was somebody the first time somebody DMing me to critique their poem.
Oh wow.
So like, right? Think about how you feel. Think about how you gotta feel about somebody to DM them like, yo, tell me what you think about this. You don't know them. Like they're a stranger to you and you don't know them. You probably could do that to your favorite artist or whatever.
Right.
You might even get nervous to do that. But like, I'm nobody. Like, I mean,
you need somebody.
But think about like the feeling you gotta like, yo, I'm gonna send you my personal work, and then tell me your thoughts on it.
Like how your feedback really matters.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And I'm just like, damn.
I've experienced things like that, and that does feel good.
Right.
That's different because it's just like, damn, like what you're saying about me means like, oh, I'm here. That you're trying to not even just trying to get to where I'm at, but it's like you value my thoughts and my opinion.
Right.
Like that's.
And I feel like we equal. Like Like, I ain't
right.
I'm just on stage.
And especially what you mentioning that poetry is such a vulnerable, the vulnerability involved in poetry in itself. So you're already being vulnerable to just express your poetry.
Word.
So let alone I'm giving it to you to look over and see if it's cool.
Like, proofread that thing.
That's what's up.
Make your red marks on it.
Me, man. I don't know. Like this year, like
2019 been a doozy, man.
This is the biggest crowd year I have ever had.
Okay.
Like as far as like being in front of certain people, like I can't even tell y'all like all the people that I've been in front of. Like I just never thought. When I first came into it, I just thought it would be like, just a little people, it's, regular people. But this year, getting in front of that many people blows my mind away. Like I never thought I'd be able to hold down all these people, like just so many people with a poem and they listening.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the last thing I think is a lot of people keep saying that it's my season. And I've been very hesitant to accept that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But it's overwhelmingly the people are saying that this is you. It's your time. Like, I don't really know.
So you gotta start believing that.
And I'm grateful for the people that, really are starting to believe in what I've been telling for a minute. You know what I mean? That's really not the poetry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me hard grinding, really putting in work. And once the people believe that you're serious about something,
right,
and they can't stop you, then they start to be, okay, this boy, he for real about whatever it is that he believes in. So.
He ain't playing the game. That's what's up. So how did that work out? Was the person good?
They working every day.
Okay. Progressive, keep the party going. I like that.
It's just like, I don't feel like even whatever I say to you, like I can tell you like, put emphasis on this word just because what it means in the context and how I can translate to everybody else in the audience.
Right.
But like, bro, at the end of the day, you only know what you talking about. So you gotta have 100%. That's basically what I told you.
It was a trick question.
You
I
got
just
you got 100% confidence in yourself.
Right, exactly.
Performing it is totally different.
Yeah, like, I can read it, but I'm gonna translate it to what it means to me.
Right.
When you performing it, you gotta bring us to you.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
Going back to the prank, I be catching all the quotes, all the bars. We got another question.
What's your favorite part of the grind and why?
Man, the grind itself, man. I just love it. And I'll go into the people. Like, I love the people. I love the reaction. Like, because I am confident. So it's like, I already know the shit hot. I already know I'm hot. I already know I'm So it's just like, the more of y'all that feel it, and just like, again, just interacting and being able to do what I want and go where I want and just still be me. Like, that's my favorite part. Just being able to have stayed true to myself thus far. Is like, that's it. It's just like, because then again, it don't matter. Nobody can gauge it. Nobody can say what it's supposed to look like. It just look like what I want it to look like when I wake up today.
My favorite part of the grind is going somewhere new. Like I said, like, if y'all don't know me, y'all about to understand me. You know what I mean? I'm about to just blaze y'all face. Like that's my ultimately, like, that's my favorite part, just because I could do venues X amount of times, but as soon as somebody new hit me, it's like yeah, we here. Like, what you mean?
And there's just more places for you to sow your seeds and all that kind of stuff.
For me, this gonna sound bad, but there was a lot of people that said that I couldn't do it. And that's bad for people like me, because I gotta prove that point. Like, you can't say that, poetry or whatever, I just got a chip on my shoulder.
Right.
A lot of people said that, poetry is this or poetry is that. And I know what it's like to come to a venue, do a poem, and people, that's trash, whatever like that. And I just said to myself, you know what, God, like, I know what I have to do, I know what I have to be. And I promise I stay committed to that. And then, boom. So it's all about just, being in the grind and every day telling myself, remember when nobody wanted to listen to you. What are you going to do now?
Right.
And prove it to yourself you can get better every day.
Yeah, a question in the audience. Sickleville. Period. That's your name.
My bad.
So
foster care is your main focus when you do your poems, right? Are you doing it to tell a story, or are you doing it to motivate someone who's in the same position that you were?
That's good. Both. So some poems, right now I'm in a telling stage. So my life, the foster care that I went through is so vast. So right now I'm at like age 10, 12 in my poems. So I still have a lot more to tell y'all through my teen years with all I went through. But it is mainly to tell my story and to motivate. But right now we kind of in to tell the story. So just going around telling my story, then people asking, well, how did you deal with this? How did you do with that? And then being on the panel and then, expressing all the different things I went through in foster care at the time. So.
Okay.
Do people, well, not people, like when you see support system, like, I mean, like when people come out and support you and stuff like that, does it bother you to see that, like, say you got some friends that like poetry, but they would go see somebody who's more out there or more famous before they would come see you? Like, does that make you feel any type of way? And if it does or if it don't, like, how would you handle those type of individuals?
I mean, when I invite people out, they come. As far as like, people I know on a day-to-day basis, I ain't really had that thing where like, I invite XYZ out and they diss me for something else. They showed love, they came but I feel like same time it wouldn't bother me either, because like, you think I don't see it?
I saw you. I got your number, bitch. I know you. I'm an answer too.
So if you think it's just like, I think just going to Philly doing that, whatever, I catch him sometime and never catch me, and then some shit happen like a book deal or you feel me, some celebrity be in the crib that night, posting anything crazy that could possibly happen. What you doing? What you mean free tickets? What?
Yeah.
Understood. Eventbrite. I'm talking
Click the link in my bio, bitch.
I had that happen like multiple times. Like I ain't even want to sit here and lie like let me to the camera. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Shows was dead, bro. Like I get to John and I got, a potential 25, I get the 2. And one of those is a girl I'm talking to, so I don't believe you feel me? On some real, you brought it. I said, I'm talking to, so she won't be
here regardless.
But to me, I don't feel no type of way because it's just like I know what's going to happen. When we stay committed to something, the people that are not committed in the beginning, you're going to see it always happens this way. People don't understand the vision, they don't understand the mission. When they see you on top, I'm bad, bro. Like I holler at you when I get back around.
Man, I'll go a couple dimensions with it because support I had to learn over the years looks so different. It looks so different, and you have to know in your mind what it looks like to you. Because number one, you'll get wrapped up in the numbers. Like even I'll go dimension by dimension. Like with Talk to Me Tuesday, I first started, I'm getting 1,500 views per episode. I'm like, yes, this is so decent. And then it's just like, damn, now go down to 3, then it go down to 200 people watching. Just like, what the fuck? I got 4,000 friends. At least all y'all motherfuckers go. At least a portion of y'all. So then it's just like, all right. Then I get into having guests or people that want to be on my show or want to come on my show. And then it's just like, okay. I went on both aspects with that because I got to a point where I used to reach out to people. Like I had people reach out to me like, yo, I want to be on your show, so it made me feel good. It's like, yes, like, okay, I'm doing something. Like, shout out to you. Like, you want to be here because, and I had to learn, and that's why, I'm a go there because I had to learn to kind of understand the value that people are putting on my shit. Understanding the difference versus the people that want to be on my show versus who I want to be on my show.
Right.
You know what I mean? I slid in a million DMs because it's not even about pride. I have a talk show. Right. So anybody, listen, you know what I mean? You got something to say. I feel like you might have something to say. You have an audience. You have, something to bring to the table. Cool. Come sit on my couch. Let's discuss and see what's what. So I'm going to go there. So I'll, slide in DMs, but then it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna come, sure, let me know, hit me up, send me the stuff, cool. But then I have people hitting me up, and I'm just like, I went there, like I said, 3 years in, so I was like, I know, I used to get into like being honest, like they ain't got that many followers, so I don't really know if people gonna watch me for them or you know what I mean. And I had to really get back to what the fuck I'm doing this for. I want people that's gonna bring genuine conversation to my couch, to my table, to my show, to my audience. I don't give a fuck if you got 6,000 followers, 60,000 followers, whatever. If you gonna come in here, you gonna be real, you gonna respect me, you gonna come on time, you gonna do what I ask, you gonna, you know what I mean, act like you know, then cool, let's do it. But it's just like the flip to that is it's like you gotta understand why you're doing this shit. And what am I trying to get? Am I trying to get rich? Am I trying to get reposted, retweeted? Am I trying to get a whole lot of followers? Or would I rather have? I had the same. Like I said, I got 4,500 followers or whatever, but it ain't gold spiked up. I don't got no K's behind my shit, but I got quality, consistent viewers. If I got 20 people watching my shit every single week, waiting to see what I'm gonna talk about, hitting me up, asking questions, giving that consistent commentary and everything like that, sliding in my DMs like, damn Johnson, thank you so much for talking about this today. It's just like, you know what? I'm good. So the support, you gotta figure out what that looks like to you. If you expecting, I got mad views on my shit and that's what support looks like, then it's just like, okay, then you cool. But for me, it don't look like that no more, and it used to. It used to really look like the views, and I had to literally tell myself before I started telling other people, like, man, fuck them views. I want people that's watching that want to hear what I gotta say. I don't want people watching just because such and such on here and they waiting to see if she gonna talk about her boyfriend or that just got shot, and that's really the whole, you know what I mean? Or I'm like, let me bring this person out. Like, I've had really popular, especially people in the city, like on my show before, and the energy was off. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I do that for?
Because you thought it was lit.
You know what I mean? I'm like, no, this person gonna bring mad viewers. Like, I've been in situations where the person brought viewers, but then they viewers wasn't feeling me. I'm like, these ain't even the people that I would talk to. So they watching it, they listening to what they saying, but then they like, well, who's she? Why she talking like this? And it's just like, y'all ain't even in the realm of who I'm trying to reach. So y'all sit over there. I got some for the ratchets, maybe another time. So I had that experience. I've had the experience where it's just like people don't respect my time. People don't respect what I'm doing. They coming on, they talking, they chewing gum, they on their phone trying to think they going live. Whoa. This is just Johnson Talk to Me Tuesday. Let's understand where we are and then do that. You know what I mean? So I've had all those different experiences. I've had shows and events where my friends didn't come, but mad strangers just popped up. I'm like, I don't even know you. I saw it on Instagram, I saw it on my Explore page. That's love. So that's what I look at the support. Yeah, are my friends my friends? Cool. Can we go out and get a drink? Cool. Are you going to support my shit? Okay, that's different. and it just is what it is. You just have to understand that because we go in things expecting our friends to be the ones that's making us rich. Our friends and our family members to be the ones that's going to support us. That's not what that's supposed to look like. So I think it always goes back to why am I doing this? Who am I doing it for? Because my friends and family already know my story. Especially if you're talking about the poetry. They know how I talk. You know what I mean? My mom, she watches my show every week. So I'm like, listen, I'm cool. Nobody can tell me shit. If she gonna watch the shit, you know what I mean? And like I said, I have so many dimensions when it comes to business. Like I've been a licensed cosmetologist, full-time hairstylist for 7 years, and I had friends like, let me get a discount. My mom comes every 2 weeks on clockwork, pays full price and tips. Nobody can get shit out of me. I'm not doing nobody's hair for free. If the bitch that gave birth to me is going to pay me every week, nah, cool. So it's just about understanding, like standing on your shit. Standing on it and having that confidence and knowing like, this is my shit. I believe in what I'm doing, and if you don't, that's okay. It's 6 billion people in the world. It's not for you. And I understand that. You know what I mean? So, two more questions or 2 more minutes? Yeah, so I just think that like that's all it comes down to, just understanding when it comes to support, just figuring out what it looks like for you. Because like you said, are you in it for the bread? And then that does mean it's nothing wrong with that, but just understanding that. I want the money. So no, I don't want you to just say, no, I want you to come. I want you to buy a ticket. That's what I'm here for. I want you to repost it. I want you to send it to this one person. I don't want you to just share my shit to everybody. If I'm doing a episode on such and such, I want you to send it to the bitch or the person. I can call you bitches. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. But send it to the person who's gonna resonate with. If y'all got a poem out there, like listen, tell these people to come. Don't just be so widespread with it. And I think we have a habit of just getting so widespread with, we just want the support. Everybody, the more people that come, nah, fuck that. You gotta respect that energy. Y'all gonna come in here, y'all not even gonna be paying attention. Y'all gonna be on your phones, taking pictures, taking selfies in the background. Just like, okay, well, Just because it's a lot of people here,
doesn't mean that they.
what has that done? You follow what I'm saying? So I think that for me, that's just the easiest way I look at it when it comes to support. I want to get. Can y'all give me some words before we go? I don't think we got a lot of time. Can y'all both drop a quick little 60 seconds on us real quick? They say they be ready. They be having the possibles in the pocket and shit. So we got 1 minute. We got to pick one, or they both can give a quick little 30-second jump.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm about to talk to the ladies one time. This one I do all the time when it's like a crowd full of ladies. It's called snack time.
Ooh.
It goes like, just because your booty's full, love, I don't mean you beautiful. Listen, that's a common misconception. And if you think working what your mama gave to you gonna work for you, then you will need some contraceptives. See, as a youngin', she done taught you many things, how to cook, how to clean, yeah, some valuable lessons. But the lessons that skip your head, that's not even in your back mind. It's something that we used to call snack time. Listen. Keep going.
Yep.
As a child, your favorite snacks was a box of cookies. And every night your mother would take the cookies out the box and stick them in the jar. And you would ask, Mama, what you do that for? And she would say, so your cookies won't get stale. You can eat them all week. Baby, just preserve the taste. And every night she'd stick that jar at the highest top shelf. And you would ask, Mama, what you do that for? And she would say, child, that's to keep your cookies safe. See, because if you keep your cookies in the bottom of arm's reach, somebody can come through and snatch them effortlessly. But who'll do that? Do that? And she said, child. You know how your brother get when everybody sleep, he creep down and turn your box up. He never cook you all in one night. And tomorrow morning you'll be tearing up crying. All from one night. But y'all ain't hear me though. What that sound like? Boys creeping through it, one night stand and leaving the box teared up. Leaving the box teared up. Leaving the box tore down. Emotions and feelings were so high last night. Well, it's the AM. He going in. Now you all worn down. On the edge of your bed, sitting, thinking, feeling like you're going to be subject to the name calling, but don't you dare feel like a whore now. And I see all y'all faces like, get to the moral of the story, big bro. You sound fat. Because all I heard was something cookie snacks. But the moral is, girl, stop getting your cookies snatched. Know your self-worth. Because if you try without putting in work, tell me your cookies at the top, that's that shelf worth. See, because I believe anything that's earned is positive. But if he ain't had to work for it, then that thing negative like a test that come back positive. Snack time.
BigO, the poet. Tell them where to find you.
Find me on social media platforms. BigO the poet. That's BIG, the letter O, THEPOET. Come by with me, and that's all I gotta say.
Ambition. That's on board.
Well. I write for that fat girl. They said that they gossip on her way like they do the celebrities on the Shade Room Instagram account. Alright. She says they're trying to extort her. They want to beat her up. They want to record her. She says if I get in a fight in high school today, everybody will pull out their cell phone, turn it to an immature TMZ reporter. Alright. I wait for that boy who's scared to smile. Not because he can't, but because his teeth is darker than the color of popcorn. You see, hygiene, it can't hide under the desk of bad parenting. Alright. For the foster child that was like me, who really couldn't tell his mom, the other kids, why my mom didn't look like me. And they kept saying that my brother lived in the big house, but that wasn't the house. That was a group home. See, I write for that kid that's kind of smart, but he's not athletic. But in high school, they treat intelligence like a sexually transmitted disease. I write for that boy who struggles to read, because his brain flips letters like it's on a trampoline, but that's not a somersault. That black boy has dyslexia. I write for that girl that doesn't care about marks on the paper. See, she got marks on her arm and marks on the back that matches the pattern of her mother's belt that was in that closet, and that wasn't done for no photo shoot. You see, I write for that girl that can't get a prom date even if she offered to pay for that rental tux. I write for that boy who can't get a prom date either. You see, rejection is scarier than that old lady that's in some of them insidious movie trailers. I write for that girl that y'all made fun of who was pregnant at the age of 15. What type of girls having girls night out and Walgreens out 15, talking about contraception at the age of 15? I write for that boy I made fun of because he stinks. But I was thinking, if your mattress was concrete and your pillow was rolled up close behind the dumpster, would you smell like flowers? Yeah, I write for that girl y'all keep saying is quiet, but she's not really quiet. You see, depression is having an open mic slam in her head. Suicide is carving haikus on the side of her skull. I write for everybody in this room that's missing their dad. I guess Papa is playing hide and go seek with his responsibilities. See, I came to this show to improve your life status, not your Facebook status. I came here to improve your life story, not your Snapchat story. Well, I want to tell everybody in this room, I write because I love you. I write.
Woo! Tell them where to find you, brother.
My name is Ambition the Poet. You can find me on Instagram, Ambition the Poet, Facebook, Ambition the Poet, Harper, Instagram, Twitter, all those Ambition the Poets.
I want to thank my amazing guests. They came through, they blessed us with some words. We had some good ass conversation. We out here grinding. They out here grinding. They out here doing what they got to do. Make sure y'all follow them. Make sure y'all check them out. I'll catch y'all each and every Tuesday live at 9 p.m. Good night.
Talk to me Tuesday, it's fresh and it's juicy. Every week a new topic, and we can get it chopping. Talk to me Tuesday, it's fresh and it's juicy. Every week a new topic, and we can get it chopping.